Showdown in the AFC North. It's the Bengals and the Browns on EA Sports.
It's been a wet and dreary day by the shores of Lake Erie, but we have football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They run for it with Mixon. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. This running game is so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Here's Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I'll guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A give. This is Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Chubb, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, and the Browns have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right. So
after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. This one hauled in by Sample. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Mixon with a 1st down and more. He's at the 30. 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 14-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Mayfield trying to get him up to the line as fast as he can. Mayfield now on 2nd down. He's got Hooper on the short connection. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now. There's so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he'll get this down only to the 18. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third.
Mayfield looks to throw.
And that will be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Mayfield now. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So we have reached, and just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Chubb. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Now Mayfield on 4th down. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The first... First half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Touchdown Bengals. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Tyler Boyd. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be...
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Now it's Burrow. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss, because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield, he's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Stop short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and
On second and goal, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. 127 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now Joe Mixon. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Malik McDowell. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Throwing on second and long. Burrow working the middle here. That's complete to Sample, the tight end. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Burrow looking to pass. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Back to Mixon on second down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Looking for the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the... And the Bengals are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
They begin this drive with Chubb. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Mayfield to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They try to eat some clock with Mixon, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little